Você está em uma festa glamourosa e... opa! Tem uma mancha vermelha na sua camisa. Felizmente existe. Dissolve. Coloque Dissolve na máquina de lavar e apague os pecados de ontem. Dissolve. Como se nunca tivesse acontecido.
This is INC. A star midfielder for one of Sao Paulo's most famous clubs, Galatians, was killed in a bloody shootout at a local nightclub. A witness who captured this video said there was a fight between gang members and private security forces. It is not yet known whether this was a targeted hit or if the football star was simply in the wrong place at the wrong time. Also in the attack, Fabiana Branco, the young wife of a prominent local businessman, Rodrigo Branco, was kidnapped. Mr. Branco's brother Victor currently serves as a federal deputy in Sao Paulo and is planning to run for mayor in next year's municipal elections.
A new report by a team of sociologists from the US says the widening wealth gap is leading to a host of unforeseen social and psychological issues for people on both sides of the divide, including both an increase in crime and greater fear of crime, and rise in depression, drugs, and alcohol abuse across all socioeconomic groups.
Meu amor, minha vida, minha Amélia. Meu amor por você cresce a cada dia que essa barriguinha aumenta.
Oh, Lourenço Augusto, meu amor, meu amor.
Ai, Amélia, quando você fala meu nome assim, eu me derreto de amor.
Ah, meu amor, meu amor.
Meu Deus, Marina!
Lourenço Augusto, não posso mais viver mentindo pra gente mesmo. Lourenço Augusto, quem é essa biscate?
Eu me entrego todo pro amor dela. Me entrego pra Marina, ela é minha vida. O corpinho dela é um violão e desculpa, Amélia, mas eu caí no encanto dela, eu amo ela e não mais você.
É verdade, esse corpinho lindo, cheio de curvas, tá esperando por ele. E outra, eu não sou caída, flácida e cheia de celulite que nem você, sua biscate.
O que foi que você disse, sua Kenga? Você não é uma dama.
Sou sim, sou uma dama na cama com seu marido, uma meretriz.
Sua vagabunda! Eu vou acabar com você!
Ah! Morre, sua vaca! Au!
Não, não! Separa, não, solta! Não!
Perua! Ai! Puta! Ai! 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 Eu vou dar a luz, eu vou dar a luz! Meu nenê, Lourenço! Lourenço Augusto, meu nenê!
Ai, meu Deus!
Eita, pô! Esse aí não é meu filho!
Meu Deus! Meu neném é um curupira!
That months ago, but the deadbeat in me didn't give a shit.
What the fuck? Oh shit, it's Tom! Are you serious? Get out of here! Go! Go! Ramirez, get out! Let's go! Take this fucker out! Hold it! Told me who that kid was! Stand your ground!
together.
There's plenty here, going begging.
This don't show the blood so much.
Always in moderation.
How's this look? Okay. Someone's gonna kill this fire! Come on!
Dead end.
But you knew your way around these parts.
Let's just get over there.
Yeah? Think you need a hand?
No, do you? Let's go, amigo.
You like that?
Should be a bit quieter in here.
Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, I can see why you'd want to leave this place, Max. It's real charming.
Isn't it?
So look, I got some friends in Queens. We can stay there for a few days.
Queens.
You want a job yet, Max?
So here we were, miles up the Tietze River, looking for what we did not know.
Max. You listening? Max! So like I was saying, I think they're a group called the Krashapret.
So why'd you tell me they were called the CS?
They are. I mean, Fabiana, she was kidnapped by the CS. The guys that crashed that little party at the stadium, they were a group of paramilitaries.
You'll have to forgive me for not being able to follow all this.
You're not supposed to follow it. The government can't even follow it. It ensures that no one's ever guilty.
So why'd they do it? Bust us at the stadium.
Somebody told them we were gonna be there with a whole lot of money. Anyway, the money's gone. Just hope we can get the girl back.
Yeah, me too. Wonder where the hell she is.
You know, there's a harbor about a half a mile up. She's gotta be there. This is a known Comando Sombra area.
You know, if I'd been doing my job properly, we wouldn't be out here in the middle of nowhere looking for some broad who got pinched on my watch.
That's what we tell ourselves, huh? It's all our fault.
No, I'm serious. By the time they grabbed the girls, I was half cut. I ain't slipping, man. I'm slipped. I'm a bad joke.
Max, we work private security. We're all ex-soldiers, ex-special forces, ex-cops, ex-good guys. We all have our reasons why we became ex. Maybe now we can put things right, okay?
So that was it, was it? Say the magic word and be absolved of your sins. If only shit were that simple, I'd have done it years ago. Me, I've been stuck in the past so long I'd forgotten what year it was.
Hey, Max, quit your daydreaming. This is it. It's over there. I'm gonna cut the engine. Glide in.
Don't go anywhere.
Looked like Passos had brought us to the right place. That was the chopper the Commando Sombra used to escape the nightclub attack. If Fabiana wasn't around here, then at least someone that knew where she was had to be. Here I was, some hopped-up gringo a long way from home, making trouble the only way I knew. As the weather worsened, I caught a glimpse of the rusted shells of previous lives that had been lived out here in this swampy shithole, and I wondered if I would end up the same way, or what would happen to that girl I was supposed to protect. A bullet will sometimes work as well as a key. I had no idea what lay ahead, and as much as part of me would rather be anywhere else, I knew this was where I had to be. I felt responsible. I just had to fix the situation, right here.
Que eu sempre fico com a parte de merda. Pô,
já te falei pra tu parar de reclamar, fazer teu trabalho, mano.
I couldn't understand them, but I didn't have to. Cheap hoods are the same from here to Timbuktu. The slab of meat on the boat was clearly the boss. Serrano, they called him. And it seemed that our suspicions were correct. Fabiana was here, somewhere further ahead. I had to find her quickly and quietly if possible. Last thing I wanted was a party with these clowns.
quero ver ele morto! O que tá acontecendo, mano? Alguém atira agora!
I guessed the center of the maze was in this direction. I kept moving toward the signs of life, rubbing them out as I went along. I'd seen enough to know that Fabiana was at least alive, if not exactly well. Her captors didn't look like they were quite the kind and gentle type. I had to find that room quickly.
Oh, nossa cigarro aí. Eu não tenho. Tem sim, cara. Para de mentira.
Vai se fuder, cara!
Vai tomar no meio do cu.
Eu vou te meter bala, hein?
Vá se fuder, porra.
Oi! Dani! Você tá aí? Você tem um cigarro? Mata ele agora!
I didn't want to think about what would be happening on that video feed now. Just my own imminent cameo. They probably made their ransom notes from the same glossy magazines they used to select their victims. This was a second request for payment. The best of intentions at the stadium weren't enough to cover it. If only I could have taken something for the humidity. The room I'd seen was somewhere up ahead. My blood was boiling. I didn't have time to wallow in guilt and misery. Just shoot and move. I had to keep moving. I hoped that I'd find Fabiana sooner than later, if at all. I had to press on. I didn't want to find her just in time to watch them deliver the coup de grace. That was the chair that she had been held in. I had just missed them.
Dor. Com a idade vem a dor. É dor de cabeça, dor de estômago, dor na virilha, dor nas juntas, dor de ressaca. É por isso que existe Interfectum. Interfectum é um analgésico forte para a dor forte.
This is INC.
We have reports of more violence erupting in Panama, where citizens are still reeling from this attack 2 months ago. Colombian paramilitary group United Souls of the People, or AUP, have been waging a campaign of violence and terror in the area around Bastidas, despite government attempts to stabilize the region. Staying in Latin America, an explosion of violence in Brazil's largest city, Sao Paulo, as much publicized initiatives to stop feuding between favela gangs and the police have completely failed. Some local activists blame much of the city's problems on the activities of right-wing groups Cracha Preto and Nova Garda, who they accuse of vigilante-style attacks in the areas of the city where police have lost control. Some human rights organizations report a slew of missing persons in the city, a topic that many observers say local law enforcement isn't taking seriously. This turmoil is shaping up to be a hot topic in next year's mayoral election. Right-wing candidate Victor Bronco was once a frontrunner, but is now falling behind in the polls. Well, there may be some political storm clouds out there, but the sun is shining in many regions today. Over to Marisol with the weather.
Here we go again. She was on the move. If they'd finally decided to kill her, I wasn't doing anything to persuade them otherwise. They'd been making a reality show starring Sao Paulo's favorite housewife. Probably thought it would grease the wheels with the ransom money, but it only made me want to shove the cash down their throats. I could hear drilling through the wall. It sounded more like boat hull than bone, but I needed to be sure.
Cala a boca, ninguém pode te ouvir, caralho! Sua burguesinha safada! Vou te pegar, é? Vou te pegar antes que eu boto uma bala na tua cabeça!
There she was, right in front of me. The drunk fool in me wanted to make a play. But I had just about enough sense to know that I'd end up with another dead girl in my arms if I did.
Não, velho, não. O irmão
Patrão já falou, velho, eu não quero ela inteira.
Aí, você vai jogar dinheiro no lixo, hein?
Caralho, cara, tá virando uma cilada essa porra, mano.
Serrano had taken Fabiana through the garage door. I had to find a way to open it. Coke in the air wasn't doing anything to sharpen my thinking. Was there a switch in that room? It seemed Serrano's boys had targeted the entire Bronco family and didn't give a shit which one they pinched. I opened the door to the next circle of this low-rent hell. Serrano was reading his reviews. Vain chump. The newspaper was plastered with the news of the first kidnapping attempt. These were the floor plans to the nightclub. Seemed to Mr. Serrano like to be prepared. Proper little Boy Scout. I could get through on the catwalk if I went back into the other room. I hadn't seen Fabiana in a worrying amount of time, but at least I wasn't following a trail of her fingers. thought I might find something on the other side of the gate. I had to keep on going across the docks. I prefer to mix these with alcohol, but on this special occasion I'd make an exception. I had to find a way to close the sluice gate so I could get across. They had to be out there. I needed to trigger the walkway. There they were. I had the feeling I'd been running one step behind ever since I got to this country. And maybe a few years before that as well.